Did you know there are microscopic robots being designed to eat pollution, literally munching on microplastics, oil spills, and even toxic chemicals? Imagine dropping a pinch of powder into the dirtiest river in your city, and hours later the water turns crystal clear, all thanks to invisible armies of pollution-eating nanobots. Sounds like science fiction, right? But this tech is happening right now. What if the solution to plastic in your bloodstream isn't a filter or a fancy water bottle, but an army of robots, smaller than a single cell, silently cleaning up our mess? Here's the wildest part. Microplastics are now in our food, our water, our air. Scientists even found microplastics inside human placentas. Want to get rid of them? You might need a superhero that's smaller than a virus. Let's meet the nano-janitors. Scientists in China, the US, and Spain are building swarms of Pac-Man bots, each one programmed to hunt down specific pollutants, microplastics, heavy metals, even leftover drugs in our water supply. How tiny are these things? Imagine shrinking a robot until a single strand of your hair is a skyscraper to it. Now shrink it 10 more times. Some of these bots are made from metals like iron oxide or magnesium. Others are made from actual DNA, a strand of genetic code engineered to twist, grab, and break down trash on a molecular level. Some bots are powered by sunlight. Others use chemical reactions, even hydrogen peroxide as a fuel source. They don't need cords, batteries, or wires. They're self-propelling and self-destructing. When they finish their job, they vanish. Mini Hook, would you let a swarm of invisible robots clean the water you drink? Get this. In one experiment, researchers dropped nanobots into a polluted lake. After just a few hours, over 90% of the microplastics were gone. The water went from filthy to nearly drinkable, almost like magic. But it's not just plastic. Some nanobots are designed to eat oil, like the stuff from massive tanker spills that devastate entire coastlines. Picture a robot so small it can chase oil molecules through seawater and dismantle them atom by atom. There are bots that break down textile dyes, those bright toxic colors dumped into rivers from factories. In a world where over 200,000 tons of dye end up in water each year, that's a superpower. Some bots are magnetic, meaning scientists can steer them with powerful magnets. In Spain, researchers used magnetic fields to make their nanobots swim in precise patterns, rounding up pollution like a microscopic sheepdog. Wildhook. What if, in the future, every city had a river operator? Someone who controls robot swarms, joystick in hand, live streaming the cleanup like an esports match. Let's talk sci-fi for a second. What if these bots could evolve, like bacteria? Scientists are already experimenting with biohybrid robots, machines mixed with living cells, so they move and react to their environment. Here's a twist. What if the nanobots themselves became art? Imagine millions of bots working together to sculpt pollution into new shapes, making invisible art you can only see with a microscope. But there's a flip side. What happens if the bots go rogue? Or if hackers take control? It's a new kind of cyber pollution nobody's fully prepared for. Mini Hook. Would you rather trust nature or trust invisible, programmable machines to fix the planet? And there's more. Some nanobots use enzymes, the same stuff in our stomachs, to break down plastics, turning them into harmless substances like water and carbon dioxide. Scientists at UC San Diego built fish-shaped micro-robots that swim towards microplastics, gobble them up, and even patch tiny holes in their skin to keep going, like robotic goldfish, but way weirder. It gets even crazier. Some teams are building bots with artificial intelligence at the nanoscale. These bots can decide which pollutants to eat, changing their strategy in real time. Nanobot hive minds, anyone? Let's be real. The tech is here, but it's not perfect. Scientists still have to prove it works outside the lab in real rivers and oceans. And no one knows what millions of tiny bots might do if they escaped or malfunctioned. Imagine the upside. Beaches without plastic, seafood that's actually safe, tap water you can trust anywhere in the world. Imagine the downside. Bots that mutate, bots that build new life, bots that ignore their programming. And then, imagine the art. Could we one day program bots not just to clean, but to create? To transform pollution into nanosculptures or living murals, invisible to the naked eye but bursting with meaning? Final hook. The real question isn't whether nano-robots will clean the planet. It's whether we'll let them. and what kind of world we want when the cleanup is done. Would you trust a robot army you can't see to save your world? Or would you rather live with the mess? Let me know what you choose, and hit subscribe for more future tech that sounds fake but could change everything.